Etie for me mo bibi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. And there exactly 1 month to the general elections. 1 month by this time no na Ghana for obia so ayehye. Obia kwa kosalai, obia kwa kotoaba. It's rather unfortunate say 1 month more to the elections no. Still one of the biggest political parties and Yabeka said the main opposition party NDC is complaining about the voters register. Now yesterday Enamihun said Jinmensa Ababeye press conference on the electoral commission and omobo omwankasa womo ho abaso say omo ayade omo release the final voters register. Now every single political party bia is happy with the final voters register no inti no omo bonsem omo ho. And when I'm in press conference, I'm gonna say, oh wow, then that's nice. Because now mean say from the NDC, into say Jimensa Babeka say all the political parties are happy with the final voters register. They are not just say issues now NDC for erasing and it has been resolved. Just for me to wake up today to see say NDC for the director for IT and then the elections. I friend Dr. Omaneboama Edin Sema Babe Tuja, Utin Sema Dr. Omaneboama Walker. Na opese osusu ana opese otrese electoral commission voters register final one nekrano. There are a lot of issues with it, and the NDC is casting doubts over the credibility of the final voters register. My main kind story no near huni say, is it just the NDC trying to make things difficult for the electoral commission, or the electoral commission and kasano or more mwa? Now say the director for IT and elections for the National Democratic Congress, Dr. Omaneboama, has expressed his reservations about the final voter register presented to political parties ahead of the 2024 elections. The Electoral Commission of Ghana on November 6, 2024 presented the certified copy of the voters register to political parties and candidates in the 2024 election. However, the National Democratic Congress is complaining bitterly about the Commission's decision to omit some critical voter data. In a post shared via social media, Dr. Omaneboama indicated that the commission is still casting doubts and clouds over the transparency in the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. In the NDC for Ensamomo can say, still data be I am missing from the final register now. Almost omo ayede ediabanekra. Also, he is of the strongest opinion that clearly the commission should have allowed for a forensic audit of the register in order to address these issues and put them to rest. Dr. Omaneboama has urged the Electoral Commission as a matter of urgency to immediately rectify these omissions and make available the full statistical breakdown of the voters register. 1 month to go, the NDC is complaining. Say, still the full register now, the data be womo amese, inyama be womo efrim, until the Electoral Commission needs to quickly rectify them before we vote. How did we get here as a country? Why? How? What is going on in this country? I said the Electoral Commission's omission of critical voter data undermines transparency and credibility of the 2024 general elections. It is necessary to bring to the attention of Ghanaians, all political stakeholders, and the international community our deep concerns regarding the actions and omissions of the Electoral Commission of Ghana as we approach the crucial 2024 general elections. You may recall the following, you may recall that following the deep discrepancies identified in the provisional voters register, we demanded a forensic audit, which the Electoral Commission turned down. That forensic audit awaits the EC from January 2025. But even before the first ballot is cast, the relevance of the forensic audit is beginning to show and shame those who clandestinely connived with the commission to prevent the much needed forensic audit of the register. Meanwhile, the audit of the IT system also remains outstanding. So I say NDC forecast say, yenya forensic audit, ye na yenim, e yadia NDC forecast wa Ghana ha, yemfi omo. I say final register na electoral commission e diabano, ama ende, Enkrofo Bebrinano are beginning to realize say ye nim kraka ye forensic audit no because final register no krano mistakes e won ho. I say eno we an IT IT system auditing and so no outstanding. That is say and also omanye. Also, we must note that the competence, credibility, and transparency of the EC is central to the integrity of any electoral process. And recent developments raise significant doubts about the Commission's commitment to conducting a fair and impartial election. Yesterday, the 6th of November 2024, as America was witnessing the re-election of former president, the EC invited all political parties to receive copies of the final voters register. Shockingly, the register provided lacked essential voter data necessary for verifying its credibility. To say enra, say ni amema woti ase no. Electoral Commission from so momra mbeje final register no. Obokoje final register no. Essential data bia ebema yehu ne say indeed register no eye credible no. Electoral Commission and fan kan ho. National voter statistic. Not to say the number of omo beto aba ewo Ghana ni na no enka ho. But how can you do this? Inti ya yekoto aba ni yenim number beto aba nti ebesi de hu say abato ni yewiemu ana yenwiemu. If what the NDC is saying is true, Pandia, then this is a big problem. National voter statistic, omo anfa nka ho enye data. Inti no political party knows the number of voters. How do you know if we overvote? And how do you know say obi koko wiemu? And the Electoral Commission said in previous omo tumi andwen hu ne said abi yema parties ni hu the number of people are omo beto aba. What is going on in this country? Regional and constituency voter statistics. Inti constituency bia any region bia so and also yenim uko do constituency yenim the number of omo to uko Greater Accra regional yenim the number of but what is going on? Absentee voter statistics. Gender statistics say emma to a number we embema to your number no so yenim asemen kreni. Statistics on proxy voters. Yaka proxy voters obi wo hɔ a onanka so ntumi nkonkoto nti odi tumi am obi se ne bakro ne nya den entoma no eno so yenim no statistics. This data is fundamental for transparency, ensuring political parties and civil society organizations can thoroughly scrutinize and validate the voters register. The omission of such critical information limits the ability of political stakeholders to verify the completeness and accuracy of the voters register, which is the backbone of credible elections. By withholding these vital statistics, the Electoral Commission is casting further doubt and clouds over the transparency of the upcoming election and threatening the legitimacy of the electoral outcome. 1. Transparency and trust. Elections are only credible when all parties and stakeholders trust the processes involved. The EC's omission of essential voter data not only erodes this trust, but also limits accountability. Hey, Jawaju. Ya ni aye. Oba e wo fie. Unhu se oba sha ase no odi nkrofo atem wo fie ho. As papa, untumi entu no fo, untumi an correct oba no. And then oba ne pia kwa abonten ama wo gu wanimu ase and then na wusu. Ya ni aye. Genga na fo ani aye. It is our own cup of tea. It is our own problem. Yatina krum ha. Ya soso nyama biso. And then yebisu. This is sad. As the credibility of the voters register, the absence of vital data raises serious concerns about the reliability of the register itself, because voters and political parties deserve to know if the list reflects an accurate and updated register of the Ghanaian electorate. 3. Violation of democratic principles. By acting without full transparency, the EC risks damaging Ghana's democratic reputation. The NDC calls on the Electoral Commission to immediately rectify these omissions and make available the full statistic breakdown of the voters register. Civil society organizations, the international community and the media to demand accountability from the EC and support efforts to ensure transparent, credible elections, and international observers to take note of the troubling developments and closely monitor the EC's actions leading to and during the elections. Ghanaians deserve a transparent, free, and fair electoral process. Still, keep eagle eye, #eagle eyes on the Electoral Commission and the MPP. vote John Mahama for well-paying jobs through the 24-hour economy initiative. Charlie, me, I'm tired though. 1 month to the election, we don't know. You see, I here register, we don't know the statistics, regional statistics, constituency statistics, and the national statistics. You see, you got to Charlie, I've grown.